Didn't he have like a really nasty toe infection for a while?
And then ear infection. There's a whole thing, but we don't talk about that because
There's so much more Charlie lore than the toe infection.
It is Triton's birthday, so happy birthday, Triton! As a birthday present, we're not going to talk about Charlie
because you put him up his nose, right?
Guys, can you not even hear me?
What?
I don't think they can hear me. Okay, they can't hear me.
This is just all live.
Oh my!
Okay, can you hear me now? I was
yes.
I was telling you all to stop, but then my mic stopped picking up sounds when I started streaming. But only because I was saying happy birthday to Triton, and he didn't need to hear the toe phone.
There's no new lore, so
this is all. It's all been on streams before. This is if Charlie was concerned about protecting
there's nothing new.
It's too late. That ship sailed.
It's okay.
But hello, everyone. Welcome to the finale of our tabletop series, which was called Smuggled, but we're in the middle of the smuggling now, so it all fit. It all came together. In the last episode, we ended up on Naboo in Theed and got a bunch of gold bars out of the palace. We made it to space, and then a Star Destroyer very rudely decided it did not want us to get to hyperspace. So, Zack, would you like to...
Is that my internet fucking up, or is that...
I think that was on Corey's side.
Yeah,
all right.
That was my microphone. My microphone sucks, apparently. But I said something that I'm glad that nobody heard, because I could have phrased it much better. Zack, would you like to end our quest?
Yes,
I said something that sounded a bit more sexual.
Oh, great.
All right, let me replay the stream real quick.
Well, all right, it's the microphone. I don't think anyone heard me.
Oh, okay.
Damn. All right, well, last time you were getting captured by a Star Destroyer with a tractor beam. That's where we left off. You had completed the heist successfully, and you were ready to head back to Geonosis to unload the gold that you had stolen. When a Star Destroyer appeared, and you were going to attempt to evade it, except you ended up in the tractor beam. I don't remember whose idea that was, because I made it very clear that was going to happen.
Or that was Porto drew a diagram and everything, and
yeah.
Like, what if so if I go down, that's going to happen. But what if I go slightly further down, and then...
hey.
It ended the same way.
There is range in space, okay?
Yes, so that's right where we left off. You were caught in a tractor beam, and you only have moments to go before you are fully taken in by the ship. How would you like to proceed?
I have a plan. A good plan.
You've had a week to think about this plan, but let's pretend it was only moments.
Okay. So how about we take the load lifter, get it ready to shoot it out of the cargo door, and while Lorf shoots the tractor beam, we eject the load lifter, and we confuse the Imperials to think that the load lifter is the ship.
You mean overloading the tractor beam with it, or make the Imperials literally think our load lifter is the ship?
Yes. Because my idea was, while the ship is going in...
I'm going to tell you guys, you're also on a time limit right now. I am timing this.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, it doesn't matter. We just eject the load lifter and shoot the tractor beam.
Can we throw all those thermal detonators on the load lifter while we're at it?
Ooh, that's fun. Let's do that.
Okay, yep.
Okay, so let me try and recap, make sure I got your plan correctly so I can figure out what exactly I make everybody roll in this situation. So you are going to try and boost the ship out of the tractor beam while pushing the load lifter off to be caught by the tractor beam along with the thermal detonators that you have.
Yes.
In an attempt to hopefully... All right.
Yes.
Okay.
This
First, I'm going to say... this is a very specific, very wild plan. I'm going to ask who is doing what in this situation.
People who are good at that sort of thing, please.
So I'm piloting.
I need a different crew, Inertial?
Yeah, I'm. So I think Lorf should get on the guns, obviously, and then I'll pilot and hand the grenades off to someone.
So
that
you and Lorf are
And who
currently.
does that leave to handle the explosives?
That's
I have the
me.
explosives. I have explosives.
Who's
on
good
me,
with
so I can
demolition? Does anyone have more than 2D demolition?
Who needs more than 2D?
What is there demolition on this chart? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's in
there is.
technical.
Under
is.
technical.
I have.
That shows you how much you have.
To be
I have
fair,
three-
okay. I have
I have
4D in
3D.
grenade.
Can we roll that as grenade?
Are we throwing
No,
that
I'm
as a
gonna
timed
say
explosive.
no
So
because
we're trying
this
to rig up
yeah
something.
this is a demolition. I'd say because you're not trying to use it as a grenade.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
So-
I have a. Okay, you go.
All right, so
Inertial.
I'm gonna make everybody. I'm just gonna run through the rolls really quickly. So first off, I want a starship piloting roll. Lorf and Vinin are staying in the same places, so they don't need to do anything specific, anything in addition to that. You got a
No.
17 on starship piloting. I'm gonna say this is going to add to your time that you have while you're in the tractor beam. Okay, perfect. So you're at like a standstill with the tractor beam. Your ship is just powerful enough that you're in a specific amount of range, so you're not really being pulled in all the way, but you're not really making any progress.
Okay,
So
that
you have
works.
additional time. So Lorf is on the guns. I'm just gonna state that for the stream. So Lorf is already in position. Now, what would the next thing what's the next thing you all want to do? Is it to rig the thermal
load lifter.
detonators to the load lifter, or do you want to get the load lifter in position first?
I think in position first, so
Yeah.
that if we mess something up, we have a small chance of just getting it out the door.
And Tanis, you have all of the grenades, right? Several of them?
I have the grenades. I have a bag of grenades.
So I'll retrieve the grenades from Vinin while Tanis gets the load lifter in position.
Okay.
So I have two different grenades. I have two thermal detonators, like regular, and then a bag of 5 questionable thermal
All of them.
detonators.
Just
okay.
anything we have that's explodey.
Yes.
Okay, I'll hand that to you. So that's 7 grenades in total.
Okay, so you have all of the grenades there. Can we get a I'll say this is we're gonna make a demolition roll to try and make an actual like makeshift explosive out of the load lifter first.
Mhm.
So we can do a combined roll for that because I am gonna make this a pretty difficult roll. So if you want to put more than one person on this,
Yeah.
Sounds like
free.
a good idea.
It sounds
yeah.
like everybody that is
Yeah.
doing
All
this
3
probably
of
needs to
us.
be. Yeah.
Mhm.
all right. So all 3 of you make a demolition roll.
This is gonna be a strong,
Oh,
strong
no.
roll. Did I literally roll a 3?
Okay. All right. I'm taking tallies here. All right.
I mean, 21
So-
for a total.
So you have you've put your brains together and you've figured out like, oh, this is the optimal way to make this thing detonate. All right, we've got it. So you have
I
them
don't
on the
believe any
load
of us
lifter.
use the word optimal, but
Well, I'm saying from a narration standpoint, you all believe you're with the time you have. This is the optimal way
Okay.
to do this. So you have it
Just
on the
put
load
it in its
lifter.
hand.
The load lifter is in its place. What's the next step?
we've got to try to maneuver the airlock to put him outside and
Yes,
have that
so-
aim towards the ship.
We put the load lifter in the airlock and have him ready to jump away from the ship, and then we close the airlock behind him.
All right, I'm just trying to see where. Okay, the airlock is like right behind where you all are
Yes.
currently sitting. All right, so the way you're going to try and do this is to move the ship so that you're essentially like you're no longer facing away from the Star Destroyer. You are going to be pointing towards the Star Destroyer, like the direction where it's coming from, so you can release the load lifter and the explosives out the airlock up towards it.
Yes.
Okay.
Simple.
Okay. Yeah, very, very simple. First thing they teach you in piloting school. All right. All right, let's try and get this going. Can I get a list of roles? I'm going to say there's somebody who has to manually control the airlock. There's somebody who has to everybody's going to have to brace for the actual airlock like opening and everything.
Mhm.
And I'm going to have a starship piloting role for the actual maneuver of pointing the ship in the very specific way you wanted to. Are you
Okay.
also going to have Lorf take shots while this is happening? Was that part of the plan?
That was part of my plan, yeah. I don't know if that's still viable, but
Yeah, because the guns are aren't they on the top of the ship?
They are on
yeah,
top of
that's
the
what you
ship.
said.
Yeah, so you won't really be able. You're not going to be in range of being able to hit anything while you're doing that maneuver. So any
Okay.
shots you take would have to be before or after.
Okay. Can we say like Lorf is like ready to shoot, so in case we need to roll to shoot, he gets like a bonus or something, like a smidge.
Lorf, make a starship gunnery roll. We're gonna say this is your preparation.
It's going.
The tension is rising. Oh,
Oh,
God.
We have a
Okay,
lot
so
more
it's-
turns than
Whoa.
I thought.
All right, can I just get one more roll from you, and this will just be like the clean roll.
Oh, that was not a good one.
All right. So that's only your preparation for the actual maneuver. So that's your preparedness, and we're going to count that as whether or not you have advantage on the next roll. Okay.
So is
First
the
thing-
airlock control going to be technology or
I'd say that
programming?
is. I'll say Starship. Starship repair. Does that make sense? For this, just because it's a. I'm trying to figure out what that. Maybe just a mechanical roll. I think that's probably best for it.
And then we all have to
Right.
brace on top of that.
Yes, so everybody is going to have to make a strength roll.
So what's your... I think we all have the same mechanical and technical, right?
2d
Yeah.
plus 2.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
yep.
so you're good at that. What's your strength?
Not.
2.
2d
Okay.
plus 2. 2d
I think
plus
it's-
2 for strength.
Maybe I should do that because it's probably harder to brace after doing the doors rather than just bracing, and I think my strength is higher.
Sounds good.
Okay. Then
Okay.
I'll do that.
First thing I'm going to have everybody do. First thing is the actual starship piloting roll. I want that first to actually make the maneuver. And I'm
Oh,
okay.
Oh no.
Strong roll.
All right.
this is bad.
So, first thing you do, you go to make your first maneuver, and you are getting pulled rapidly towards the ship. You better start moving fast, everybody who's a part of this. Next thing I need is the airlock button to be pressed.
It's all the same.
Mechanical.
It's all the
Okay.
same. I couldn't find the... Oh, it's the overall
Okay.
skill. That's why I couldn't find it. So this is good, right?
Alright.
4 is good?
Yeah, this is golf rules, right?
All right, so Crix manages to hit the airlock button, but their hand moves away from the button, and now everybody make a strength roll.
Whoa.
We are rolling terribly today.
Zach,
Yeah,
what did
this
you
is
do
bad.
to roll 20?
This is the first time I've had pretty good rolls.
The
Oh.
first-
It was like the reverse of last week.
All right. So here is the what I'm gonna have you do. Crix is going to roll another mechanical roll to see if they close the airlock. Or I'm sorry. First thing we need to do is establish that the load lifter was on the airlock. It was released already, correct? As soon as it opened,
Yeah.
it was in position. All right. Okay, so we've got Crix's roll. Crix was luckily fast enough to hit the airlock again so that it closed. However, Tanis and Pep both fall to the ground.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say they get sucked out.
Yeah, I was expecting. Yeah.
that comes next.
Well, you did get pulled. You did get pulled to the ground, and you are out of commission for the next couple of moments. So the ship is currently still being pulled towards the Star Destroyer, while the load lifter has been ejected. What is the next Starship piloting move you are going to do?
I'm gonna try to break out of the tractor beam again.
No, you need to keep it in position.
Oh yeah. Keep it in position. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
So you're going to keep the ship in its current position, or you're going to revert to the first position?
Well, we want some distance between us and the explodey thing, I think.
We just want to break that line. We want to stay
Yeah.
in a line on the opposite side of the droid or the load lifter.
Yeah. Yeah, what they said.
Okay, so you're kind of adjusting so that you're kind of facing away from the load lifter, so that when you, I'm just trying to get a full understanding of what your plan is. You're trying to keep the load lifter centered, you said?
Yeah, so when it hits the tractor beam, we can, run away, and they might lock onto the tractor beam afterward, or to the load lifter afterwards.
Okay. All right. I get what you're saying now.
Okay.
All right, so make your Starship piloting roll.
Finally.
Ooh, you lucked out. All right, you are able to maintain that position as the load lifter is going towards the tractor beam. You are still at a standstill currently with the tractor beam itself. Somebody make a demolition roll, and we're going to see what exactly happened with that load lifter and the thermal detonators.
Can it
Anyone
be
in the ship,
anybody?
or anyone who
Interacted
interacted with the load lifter?
Yeah, whoever interacted with the load lifter. So that's Pep, Crix, and Tanis.
Are we all doing this, or is it just?
Oh,
All three of you, please.
Oh, thank God.
thank you. You're too kind.
You
Wow.
both got a 6 and a 1, and I got 2.
Oh,
Well,
That's-
all I'm gonna say is you're lucky. You're lucky. It's impossible for Pep to roll 0.
Pep is just bleeding on the ground right now. Just
All right, so I'll just tell you. I rolled a 14 on 4d6.
oh.
Yeah, so that was you lucked out on that one. All right, now what happened was the load lifter was pulled towards the tractor beam. However, the way the thermal detonators were arranged on the load lifter was just kind of like y'all just kind of place them
You don't know what
on
we're doing?
the load lifter. You didn't really secure them. So the thermal detonators just kind of went loose towards the towards the tractor beam, and roll demolition again. Anybody, any of the three?
Just one.
yeah. You
All
don't
right,
wanna
yep,
roll.
just one on that. Luckily, you were able to destabilize the tractor beam slightly, So the ship was able to give a little bit of pull away. And I'm going to have a starship piloting roll made to see if you break free from the tractor beam.
Save us, please.
All right. Vinin puts everything into the next push to try and release from the tractor beam. And it is successful.
Woo!
Just breaks free.
Luck, let's go!
That
What the fuck?
that was
Is it
8D.
Bantha? I don't know.
I minimized it from the 12d6 I was initially rolling for the tractor beam to 8. And I rolled an 18 against your 24.
Just that Bantha roll, baby.
All right, so you are free of the tractor beam now. However, there is still a Star Destroyer pursuing you with a usable but defective tractor beam.
I think this is where Lorf shoots at the tractor beam. As
All right.
we, like,
Let's do it.
move.
Now, Lorf was preparing to shoot at the tractor beam, and due to the tractor beam getting a good pull on you, you are medium range away from it right now. So this would normally be an evened out fire. However, because Lorf was preparing, he got distracted by something that flew by. So he's not prepared anymore, and this is going to be a disadvantage roll.
That was classic Lorf right there.
Classic Lorf.
Lorf, make a starship piloting or starship gunnery roll to see if you hit the tractor beam. And this one's going to be a little bit more difficult because you are trying to hit a specific part of the ship.
Okay.
All right. So you are...
Whichever one you saw first.
What the fuck? Why is it doing that?
Look,
putting-
it's the last. This is the last one. It only needs to survive one more session.
I just don't understand how your character is rolling and then you yourself are rolling.
Because,
Alright.
you know, me and my character are separate people.
Got
He's
some
nothing
macros
like
from
me.
Call of Duty still set up on RJ's mouse.
All right, so luckily you are able to just barely hit the tractor beam. However, it doesn't do a substantial amount of damage to it because the Star Destroyer still does have his shield up, and you were able to get far away enough from it where you were hitting that shield.
Okay.
All right, and the Star Destroyer itself tries to track you once again. Tries to hit you with the tractor beam once again. Can you make a starship piloting roll for me? And you were lucky enough to evade it.
We're so back, Bantha Bros.
It was so
All
over,
right.
but we're so back.
All right, and just in case you forgot last time, you are facing away from the position you would need to be in to get to the hyperdrive lane.
Oh, I thought... Okay.
Does the hyperdrive calculation we were doing still count, or do we need to restart that once we're in position again?
It still counts. You just have to get into position and be able to hit that hyperdrive fast enough for the Star Destroyer to not blow you out of the sky.
Can we
space.
outrun a Star Destroyer? I don't think so, right?
Is blind jumping a thing?
We can hyperspace skip.
I mean, it is, but do you want to try it?
I mean...
Inertial
all
would
have
rather
terrible-
jump into a sun than just turn the fucking ship around.
I would suggest that if we all had better astrogation, but we don't, I think.
Well, the problem is the astrogation, because, like, we cannot jump soon enough to avoid the Star Destroyer.
Is Tatooine on this hyperlane that we're facing?
No, it is facing. It is in the opposite direction.
Damn.
Let's go to Tatooine.
So Geonosis and
Fuck
Tatooine
Geonosis.
are basically, we have to turn the same direction for both. is what
yeah,
you guys
Yeah.
are saying. So
I forgot their
there's
neighbors.
no-
Yes.
because we're on Naboo and they're like southeast, so
I'm
Man, what
gonna
a
try
nerd.
to I'm gonna try to get into far range of the Star Destroyer.
How is
Okay.
there southeast in space?
it's spinward in
It's
the
Star Wars.
same orientation. These
Hitting
are
your
legit-
Zeta coordinates and.
It's Star Wars. Don't think too much about it.
All right, can you make your starship piloting roll to try and get farther away from?
Oh, bro.
All right, you attempted to get further away from the Star Destroyer, except your speed was good. It was pretty on par with what you're normally able to do with the ship. However, the Star Destroyer is still closing in on you.
Okay. Well, I guess we just gotta send it and try to fly past the Star Destroyer.
Can I take a shot at it? See if I can take it down?
All right, yeah. If you would make a starship gunnery roll, we'll resolve that. Okay. What were you trying to shoot at?
The blasters.
The
The
blasters.
can't shoot it. The cannons, not the blasters. Cannons on like the top of the ship.
Well, you're kind of below the ship right now. You're in
Oh.
a position where you were like, you're like, think like beginning of episode 4 level of distance from the ship. Like it's closing in on you to try and get you with the tractor beam.
All right. Oh no! Then I shoot at the tractor beam.
You're gonna shoot at the tractor beam again.
Yeah.
All right. Could you roll another starship gunnery?
Get this thing out of commish. Ooh, look at that.
Again, same thing. You hit the tractor beam, no problem, but it is still hitting the shield of the Star Destroyer.
Beefy ship.
And they are going to try and bring you in with the tractor beam once again. If you could make another starship piloting roll. All right, and you are continuing to evade it. Just barely, though.
I need some ideas.
by spinning.
Use the force.
Do we have like an asteroid field or anything in the system?
Nothing nearby nothing close enough where the Star Destroyer would not risk following you into.
So, if we have the hyperdrive ready, can I spin the ship around and just point it in the right direction and pull the lever to go into hyperspeed, or does it take like a couple seconds to rev up?
It does take a couple seconds to rev up. Would you like to give it a shot?
Uh, um,
What else are we gonna do?
yeah,
Yeah.
might as well.
All right. Give me a starship piloting roll.
Oh,
No.
I get talked into the worst things.
All right. So what you are attempting to do is shoot. Are you trying to go up and over the Star Destroyer right now, or?
I guess since we're already. Hold on.
I mean, it's either the tractor beam or the main cannons. Like, we can survive
Yeah.
one of those.
I guess I'm gonna go under.
Okay, so you're just going to try and shoot down underneath, try and hit the hyperdrive lane at the right position. So you were able to successfully get underneath the Star Destroyer and evade the tractor beam. However, you still have a little bit more work to do before you can actually position your ship in the correct direction. They are again going to try and use the tractor beam on you.
Okay.
I just need one more starship piloting roll from you.
Can I just thought of something and I think it's way too late. I was gonna say, could I motion Pep to join me in the co-pilot seat to give me a boost, but I think it's too late, right?
I may
Well,
be a
well,
broken person crumpled on the
Hep,
ground. Steve.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, that's
Hep is
true, that's true.
still out of commission.
That's true. Okay.
All right. Luckily, you were able to evade the tractor beam once again. Now this time, you're underneath the Star Destroyer, and you are facing the right direction. However, it is still going to take a little bit of maneuvering to actually align yourself correctly to make the hyperspace jump.
Okay. I guess one more. Oh. Okay.
As you're trying to maneuver the ship, the Star Destroyer begins repositioning itself, blocking you from evading, from making the hyperspace jump that you need to, and is going to try and pull you in with the tractor beam once again. However, it is unsuccessful in doing so. You were lucky enough to fly the way you did, where you're still evading the tractor beam.
I was
Okay.
definitely not about to say holdo maneuver.
Just end the campaign right there.
Look, we're going to that hyperspace lane whether there's something in the way or not.
Can somebody make a perception roll? Somebody that's not crumpled up on the ground, preferably. All right, Crix does notice that the Star Destroyer has stopped firing on them, or isn't taking any kind of initiative to fire at your ship.
Okay.
Guys, why aren't they shooting at us?
I guess I'm gonna try to go on top, up and over the ship, then, if it's blocking our way.
Okay.
And I hear Crix saying that they're not shooting.
All right, can you make another starship piloting roll? And hopefully this is going to be the one. You were able to maneuver your ship up and over the Star Destroyer. Now, they have started firing lighter cannons at you, and you've been dodging all of them as it's been as they've been firing at you, and you are aligned properly to make your jump to hyperspace.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. And I
All
guess
right.
that's astrogation, right?
Yes, please.
Oh no. I know how to fly. I don't know how to go to hyperspace.
As you go to put the ship into hyperspace, you are hit by one of the shots from the Star Destroyer, and it throws you off route. Luckily, it just hits your shields. However, it has knocked out the shields from the rear of your ship.
Uh-oh. Someone go fix those shields.
If I'm the
And-
only one up, I'm going to try running to the shield station when he says that.
All right, can you make a dexterity roll just to see how fast you get there? All right, and you were able to get there just in time and make your starship shields roll to see if you can get them back online. All right, and you were able to successfully reconfigure the shield so that your rear is protected from the Star Destroyer, which is again repositioning and trying to get you underneath it. So, can you make another starship piloting roll to see if you're able to get away from the ship? And you were able to successfully get away from the Star Destroyer, which is still firing at you. Luckily, you were doing all kinds of barrel rolls and spins, dodging all of the additional fire from the ship. They are only firing at you lightly, though. It doesn't seem like they want to destroy your ship.
Okay, good.
All right.
Is anyone up who can do astrogation? Preferably they
Nobody
have
can
more-
do massive.
All right, all right, all right. For
Okay.
I
for
can slightly do it.
for everybody who's on the ground right now, can you make a strength roll to see if you're able to stand back up?
Do a push-up.
Probably not.
Do a push-up.
No.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, Tannis is still out of commission, but Pep is able to get back up and is going all right. Lorf, I don't think you were.
Look, I hit it, and then it took like 2 minutes to go in. Ignore it. I dropped my dice.
All right. Well. Luckily, Pep was able to stand back up. They're still a little dazed, but Tannis is still on the ground. So Pep is able to
Tannis has
to
become
get
the
back
ground.
up.
Pep, do you have 3D on astrogation?
I
have 3D
have
astrogation.
one worse. 2D plus 2.
I have 3D plus 2.
Okay.
You need to be
Lord.
on the guns though.
What's a star?
Does he
Destroyer?
though? It's a Star
We're-
Destroyer.
we're
What if I just
Alright,
kind of like
alright.
ran up
So
and then
Pep
ran back down?
Pep is now attempting to make the jump to hyperspace.
Okay.
As Pep is Vinin is aligning the ship once again. Pep
Should I make a
is
piloting?
putting in the coordinates, ready to make the jump to hyperspeed. And it is successful. I rolled an 8 and you had disadvantage on it because you had just fallen to the ground.
Can I roll for
But you have successfully made it to hyperspace.
I collapse on the console.
You did good, Pep. You did good.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. Even with all their clones, they couldn't stop us.
Empire,
We did
nothing
it!
compared to us.
I know you said
Arr.
clones, but I heard clothes.
That sounds like a Crix thing.
All the
alright.
clones are wearing clothes, I'm sure.
Is armor clothes?
That's the real conspiracy. How'd they clothe all these clones?
They
It's all from
cloned
the
the
textile
clothes.
planet.
It cloned the clothes, yeah!
Is that a Yuzon Vong thing?
The textile planet, Texopolis.
Right. So your journey through hyperspace is very uneventful. Luckily, you weren't. Your hyperspace drive is actually working properly, as opposed to when you first left Geonosis. And you are approaching the planet in just a few moments with the gold you have secured from Naboo.
About how many bars of gold are we talking?
It was 4 stacks, correct? You were able to get them all on the
I
ship.
think we got them all, yeah.
Yeah.
The bars themselves are about I'd say like standard like gold bar size, and each stack contains about 50 per.
What size are the gold bars? I'd say about the size of a gold.
a size of a gold bar IRL, as opposed to some unit of measurement they would use in Star Wars.
Yeah, so let me reference the gold bar I have right next to me.
Each gold bar is 1.2 gold bars.
I don't know.
I have a really big gold bar right here, so I don't know.
This gold bar is recursive.
Let me go down the
Look,
street to
I'm
Fort
just saying-
Knox.
Are we
I'm just
talking
saying,
like
and I
ingots, or are
think-
we talking the Pokemon printed cards that were inside the big Pokeballs at McDonald's or Burger
I'm
King?
talking ingots.
Okay.
Let me
So anyway,
get my egg.
as
Well-
we are traveling back to Geonosis, I'm going to start hiding gold bars around the ship.
And
as
so
many
was
as I can.
Easter invented for the Star Wars galaxy.
Look, do you want to let them screw us out of our pay?
Well, now I know you all don't have gold buried in the yard. So
This was all a ruse.
And I'm
This was
moving in
an
2 days.
extremely long-winded way to find out if any of you had gold in your yards.
It only took a few months, multiple sessions, but he finally.
Zack's been training raccoons to go through my garbage so I won't wake up when I hear rustling in my backyard at night.
We gave away all our battle droids, right?
We
He
did.
did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be reading this book I have called, or the data pad I have called Nuts to Bolts: The History of Droids.
I'm pretty sure Nuts to Bolts is like a erotic fan fiction about the CIS.
Oh no! Hey, I think you're the one who titled this, so I don't want to.
All right, so you're hiding gold bars around the ship. About how many are you hiding?
I don't know, 20.
All right, well, I'm gonna say it matters because I want to know how many they're gonna be expecting.
Well, they don't know how many to expect.
All right,
They didn't
can you
tell
make
us how many to expect. There's a difference.
Yeah.
can you
Well-
make a hide roll?
I can.
You know, this was like we got the ship from them, right?
It's our ship, though.
Yeah, they're giving it to you for
Yeah, but
successfully
if
completing
there's
the
hiding
mission.
spaces that we know about, they definitely know about.
Previous owners are dead, so I'm kind of banking on that.
All right,
Just let me know if you see any clone.
you have successfully hidden gold bars around the ship. Doing. I guess
I feel like a squirrel
the
now.
yeah, you're hiding all of your gold to dig back up in the spring. So, as you are dropping out of hyperspace, and
Zach, have you gotten
there it
gold
is.
confused with acorns? Is that what this is?
Have I? Maybe. This is my extended therapy session where I talk about my squirrel-related trauma. No, so you are approaching Geonosis and are receiving comms from the surface.
I'm
On screen.
gonna, yeah, I'm gonna flip on the comms and not say anything.
You have created quite a stir in the Empire.
Well,
Looks like everyone is aware of your mission to Naboo.
May I ask who's calling?
Well, it's us, the rebellion on the planet.
Oh, it's us.
All of
the
us.
rebellion.
All of us.
all
You
it's a hive
collectively.
mind.
Hey, it's
I
me, your
haven't.
rebellion.
What happened down there?
Look! I haven't had to play this character in a while. So.
I'm like,
Is
well,
this the Bothan that somebody got a little too friendly with?
Yes.
Okay.
well, it took some fancy flying, but we did the mission.
Well, you
Arr.
certainly stirred the pot. Well, I guess I should thank you. Why don't you land down where you originally departed from, and we can unload your wares from Naboo
Alrighty.
and talk all about maybe our next mission.
Next mission.
I'm gonna just hang up. Just go like, I'm gonna hang up and land.
All right. And you land back in the secret hangar that you originally departed from. Looks like the rebellion has actually grown significantly since you originally left.
So how long were we gone?
That's a good
But
question.
it's just like a couple days.
Yeah.
So you land the ship, and the original Bothan approaches.
Stanton.
Stanton, thank you.
Stanton Delstein.
I have somebody named Massif in my notes. I don't remember who that is.
Isn't that Lorf's
Was it one of
hook
the
up by
pirates?
Tatooine?
It might be the pirates. I don't know. This character has no stats. I don't know why I made this. All right.
That's what my parents said about me.
Oh.
All right. And
All babies are born with stats.
No, the parents just roll continuously to see what they get.
They use a standard array.
Strength was my dump stat.
So Stanton approaches your ship. Are you gonna open up?
I'm gonna open up and go out to meet him.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Thank you so much, all of you. You've done a great job. Please take a share of the gold.
Any
Oh,
shit?
you're
Alright.
too generous.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Let's say five bars of gold for each, and as I originally promised, please keep the ship.
About
Oh,
how much are
thank
these
you.
bars worth? Credit wise.
I will. If we come back to this, I will figure it out later on.
Okay. So we'll just say
Alright.
you answered. Wow, that's a lot of credits. Guy could
Just-
really set
just-
himself up with those credits.
Just 5 golds.
Yeah, I wrote that.
You have to
Full
trade them.
golds?
You have to actually exchange
Oh
them.
fuck.
Alright.
They're hot
Alright.
though.
Yeah, they have
Uh-huh, and
the
they're
imperial emblem.
Gotta melt them down.
Yeah.
I guess while everyone's unloading, Vinon's gonna take like a quick glance at the pile of gold because he doesn't know what Tanis did. So he's just gonna like quickly look at the piles of gold coming out.
Oh yeah, Tanis. I will also say nobody noticed Tanis hiding the gold around the ship.
Oh, nobody?
Yeah.
All right.
Nobody noticed.
I'm just gonna take a quick glance as the gold is coming out. I just want to see if Vinon notices.
You're trying to figure out if the gold if any of it is missing.
No, it's like a side glance. Like Vinon just sees like something shiny, and like looks in that direction. You know what I mean?
Okay, do you want to make a perception roll to see if you notice?
Yeah.
All right.
Nope.
Yes, you do not notice. You just assume, oh, it's probably just a blinking light.
yeah. I don't know.
I'll have to fix that later.
Yeah. I don't notice any missing gold. I just see gold. I'll be like, okay.
So you've been paid. You're given a ship, and Stanton is offering you another mission in the near future. Would you take said mission, or are you all just going to fly off together, or fly your separate ways?
Well, we still have the Empire on our tails, not only for the heist, but also because we're wanted for assassinating someone we didn't assassinate. So I say we stick together.
I think I'm happy.
Everybody
to do
else
some
is
more
already
missions.
gone.
I'm
give
just
that
talking to a
1,000-yard
wall.
stare after the whole
Ever since
ordeal.
I saw Naboo, Empire has to be stopped.
Nose is packed with gauze from.
I'm just talking to the ship like it's a bantha.
I don't think it's safe for us anywhere, anyways. The Empire's out there.
Yeah, my boss would not appreciate me bringing this heat back to him, so I guess
I'll
I'm
do
here for
whatever.
now.
Arr.
We get a medal
All right.
ceremony.
Well, your
That was
5
the
bars
gold,
of
I
gold is your medal. That's the ceremony, and all of the rebel members
Everybody
applaud.
clapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Every-
at my last job,
every-
I went and robbed a bank, and then I got back to the rebel base, and everybody clapped.
Everybody clapped. Yeah,
Alright.
so that is it.
We did it!
You managed to not die.
My prediction
Amazing.
was right. Let's go!
No
I
team
think-
sweep.
That's what the poll said last week. So maybe I don't remember anymore.
I thought the poll said we were gonna die.
Yeah,
It was firmly in favor of death.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck all of you.
We beat the haters. Let's go! Just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for running the game for us, Zach. Thank you for playing,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, clap,
Yeah,
clap,
thank
clap,
you
clap, clap,
everybody
clap.
for being great players.
Zach ran a game, and then
Wow.
everybody clapped.
That's
Hold on.
hard to clap with push to talk.
Yeah, wait. Let me...
Just I don't know, shove your microphone into your mouth and make some noises.
Please don't.
I don't think anyone actually took any actual damage. We mostly survived things.
Yeah.
Did we perfect? Did we do a perfect run?
Well, I mean, there's a couple
ship
scrapes
got
and
hit.
bruises. Yeah, your ship got the load lifter died.
Yeah.
Did
Made
we
it-
promise we were going to bring that back to someone?
It made its grand sacrifice.
And my bag of questionable grenades. Looks sad.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Good
yeah.
riddance to
I
those.
I did factor. I will let you know. I factored in the fact that they were questionable into the roll I made.
That's awesome.
Identified
awesome.
explosives.
That's why I made the explicit difference of saying these are regular thermal detonators and these are the questionable ones.
While piloting the ship, I didn't even get the right information from you. Got them mixed up.
The camera pans after the credits, and Crick still has the real grenades just like on the side of the ship or something.
All right.
Cliffhangers
Well,
for next time.
that is the end of our campaign here today, but hopefully not the end of tabletop content here on the channel. So remember to subscribe if you want to see more of this, along with other Star Wars and unrelated material. Thank you once again for playing with me, everyone. Okay,
Woo!
Maybe next time we can have characters that do different things.
Wouldn't that be weird?
Venom is coming back for round 2. Let's go.
All right, and thank you all for watching, of course. Hope to see you next time. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. I'll miss you all.